All work, no play, it adds up to a lot of stress. And as the economies of Asia expand, consumers are looking for new places to blow off steam. How about amusement parks? Well, joining me now is Mark Driscoll. He's the Vice President at Landmark Entertainment. His company is developing amusement parks in Thailand and the Philippines. Mark, welcome to Business Asia.
Thank you very much.
Can you point to a specific Asian country that has perhaps the best appetite for the theme park?
Well, actually, there's a number of countries. I think that our experience currently is that Thailand, the Philippines, Malaysia, Indonesia, countries that if you'd asked me 3 years ago whether or not they would have had such an appetite, we would have said absolutely not. Certainly in the 80s it was Japan, actually in the even early 90s Korea, and just maybe in the last 2 years we've seen a substantial increase in those countries, Malaysia, Thailand, and the Philippines.
Now, as this is really the entertainment industry that you're talking about.
Absolutely, yeah.
As it develops in Asia, is it a straightforward copy of the American experience of the last 20, 30 years?
I would say that it's not necessarily a straight copy, but it is, what's amazing is that these countries are employing techniques and entertainment procedures, I guess you'd say, from the United States that exist today. For example, themed malls. We're just seeing themed malls here in the United States now, perhaps like in Las Vegas.
You got to hold on for a second, because I'm not sure what a themed mall is. You want you to give me an example of a
I guess
themed mall?
Probably because not a whole lot exists yet. But if you look at retail as being entertainment, and in fact it is. Our job, and like many others, is to embellish that. The idea is to attract people to the mall, to keep them there as long as possible, and to get them to come back, much like a theme park. In Las Vegas, the Caesars has the Forum Shops, which is a themed shopping experience. This is a whole environment that, rather than just being the concrete walls and marble floors or whatever it might be, provide different unique entertainment elements that make it more interesting, and especially in the competitive environment, competitive edge.
So you take the theme park and the strategies used by a theme park to pull people in,
Absolutely.
and you apply those strategies to a basic shopping mall.
Absolutely.
That's it?
That's exactly right.
But you supply entertainment within that mall, presumably.
Of course, of course.
Rides and
That's right.
singers and what have you.
That's
That's
right.
how you do it?
Right. In Thailand, for example, because the space anywhere in Asia is so limited, the tops of these malls, 5-, 6-story malls, have entire theme parks and water parks on them.
But that's a huge investment. You've got to pull in tens of thousands of people on any given one given day to make it justified.
Probably more than that. We have one particular project in the Philippines. There's a mall there that on a good day, a good Saturday, might see 500,000 people through their doors. Now, I don't know of any project or any mall that does that kind of business, and this is something that I think, well, you see it generally in Asia. There's a lot of people, it's hot, and they want to spend a lot of time indoors, but Disneyland on a good day, I think, in Anaheim does 80,000 people.
500,000, that's a lot of people. Now, tell me this, is it local entrepreneurs who are coming up with these ideas and strategies and the techniques for bringing people into the themed mall, or is it American companies exporting what is an area of American expertise?
Our experience is that it is American companies. Now,
Landmark is an American company?
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. And what we've really seen is, in the late 80s again, we might have had 200 of our people on a particular project, a large theme park project, but times have changed. You know, the per capita earnings of these people in Thailand and the Philippines can't afford that kind of thing. So we've had to be very creative in the way that we now export this business by really sending experts over there to train their people. And in fact, it creates a whole new business there in the Philippines or in Thailand. Our clients there now have the capability of providing those services to others throughout Asia. And we try to look for joint ventures that way as well.
Are you into India or China yet? The two countries with massive populations and lots of consumers.
We've talked a lot about India, but I think China is probably the hot one, the hot button now. And we haven't really seen any substantial amounts of money being invested there yet for leisure and theme parks. Of course, golf courses, it's starting to happen, and we certainly sure that it's going to happen. But right now, I think the thrust there is probably more in the area of manufacturing and other kinds of businesses. But leisure is certainly going to be, I think, a major source of work for us and others in China.
Can you take it one step further and show me a strategy or technique or a development that's now common in Asia, which the Asians have taken beyond the American approach?
Well, I really haven't seen one that they've taken it beyond, but what I have seen is that my experience in the past is that For example, everybody used to take these other countries, their lead from Japan in that whole region. But now what we're seeing is these other countries, Thailand and the Philippines and Malaysia, are stepping forward and bypassing Japan and coming directly to where the expertise is, and they're learning from us. We're training them, they're learning from us, and together with their knowledge of their particular marketplace and our expertise and other American companies, we're able to help them achieve their goals.
The last real fast question, if I may. When it comes to putting up the investment capital for these big projects that you're talking about, is it American money, Japanese money, or local money?
It's all, to date, local money.
Fair enough. Mark Driscoll from Landmark Entertainment, thanks for joining us today.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Okay. Business Asia will continue after this look at weather from around the world.